It's your girl, Miss Eileen, and today I want to share with you some of my insights from being an Amazon influencer and some of the stats that you need to pay attention to. All right, well, first, I want to let you know that I asked Chat GPT. Now, I'm not a big Chat GPT advocate, but it was the first thing that came to my mind when I signed up for Chat GPT. Here's a question I asked Chat GPT. What are the 10 most important stats to track if you are in the Amazon influencer program? And right away, it gave me big time disclaimer. And so, yeah, I knew pretty much after I saw this disclaimer that just ignore whatever it said. But the disclaimer was, here's the disclaimer. As an AI language model, I don't have access to the Amazon influencer program specific requirements or recommendations. However, some of the key performance indicators, KPIs, that could be useful to track for an Amazon influencer program are, it says CTR, click through rate, the percentage of clicks on your Amazon affiliate links out of the total number of impressions. Well, I want you to know you can see the amount of clicks that your links or products have received when you're inside of your associate's dashboard, but you do not see the click through rate. What I did was I looked at my Amazon influencer dashboard and because as an Amazon influencer, well, you may not know, so I'll tell you. As an Amazon influencer, we actually have two sets of statistics. We have our associates statistics and we have our influencer statistics. But for now, we're just going to stick to the influencer stats. All right, so the 10 most important stats to track according to Eileen, not Chat GPT. The first one is total earnings. Now, what's ironic is when you go to your dashboard to look at your stats, the last column is your earnings. Because Amazon is prioritizing it from their point of view. So they put their earnings before your earnings. But next is shipped items. Now, I think this is kind of important. Like I said, when you're looking at your personal growth and income goals, you also want to look at the fact of, wow, am I shipping a lot of really low dollar items? And this is something that I noticed for myself. In the beginning, I was shipping a lot of items, but they were low dollar items. So I was making less than $1 for selling, a lot of products. And it was like, yeah, I'm pushing products, but I'm not going to blame that on Amazon. I blame it on myself because I'm the one who picked the products to push, right? Okay. So you want to have a mix because your audience is going to be varied. There's just some folks that are just going to spend, depending on their budget or depending upon whatever it was that they went over to Amazon for or that you sent them over to Amazon for. All right, so next is going to be your conversion rate. And then, not on the general dashboard, but you'll see a tab that says payment history. So you can click on that payment history as a tab right above where your stats are. And that tab will show you by month how much money you got paid. So you can look at that and compare against yourself. I'll give you a good example. My goal for stepping up my presence as an Amazon influencer was that my YouTube income was taking a nosedive. Now, YouTube has a threshold. You have to make $100 in order to get a payment every month. But I wasn't making $100 a month. So that kind of sucked. However, Amazon's threshold is $10. My goal was to recoup that money that I was no longer getting from YouTube, because I was getting a payout from YouTube every month for years. And it just started going down. And, I'm not blaming YouTube, or because everybody know I love YouTube. It's just the way it was. And so I thought Amazon is a more direct way for me to make money, because, as you know, on YouTube, you're only making money from ads. And I'm just talking about ad income. Of course, you can make money other ways, affiliate income, your own products, and all that stuff. I'm not even talking about that. So the ad income has started going down. And so I thought, if I apply myself to this Amazon thing, I could probably make up for that and at least get a payment every month. I know I would get a payment because the threshold was only $10, okay? But I went months and months of zero on Amazon because I wasn't applying myself. So I started applying myself. You're going to also see another tab that says download reports. And you want to do this at least once a month, maybe once a quarter, just depending upon your own personal goals and your own personal income goals, okay? So me, I'm downloading mine like every other day, because there's important things that you want to do when you download that report, because there's going to be two, according to Eileen, two important things that you're going to want to see on this spreadsheet that you download that you won't see on your dashboard, on the Amazon dashboard. And that is the category. So let's say you shipped 20 items. What category are they in? So electronics is another category that I do well with. But I also have some fashion stuff, because your girl sometimes she might throw a little fashion stuff up there. So it's just important for you to track that kind of stuff, so you'll know, like, where can I make an impact. The next one is super important. I probably should have put that above category, and that is your device type. Now, why is device type important? A couple of different reasons. But one is because, you've got this thought in your head that everybody's on their phone. No, everybody's not on their phone. A lot of people do not shop on Amazon from their phone. Take it from me, my audience prefers to shop from desktop. Next thing, I have it as number 6 on this list, but I'm not sure it's number 6. I mentioned earlier that I joined a Facebook group that is run by Monty Weaver, and it's called the Amazon Influencers Facebook group, which I didn't mention earlier, and Melody Johnson. So Monty Weaver, he uses his name as his handle. Melody Johnson uses Deals with Mel as her handle, and that's how you can find her on Amazon and other places. And I got introduced to this brilliant fellow by the name of Ehud Segev, Segev. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Anyway, Ehud has developed a platform called Logi. Now, one of the amazing things about your dashboard with Logi is that you get to see what's called an associate's summary. And on this associate's summary, you'll see a statistic that Amazon doesn't provide, which is called add to cart. And the next thing that you're going to see, that is top brands. The top brands that you're making sales with. Amazon doesn't have a straightforward way of showing you what brands on a bar chart right inside of Logi. And I love, love, love that. So I know what brands are doing well. But one thing that you're going to see on Logi that you don't see anywhere else is highest ranked live streams. But the highest ranked live streams on Amazon. And why is that cool? You ask. Hopefully, some of these tips that I shared will help you with your Amazon selling journey. And whatever you do, don't go to ChatGPT to ask them anything about Amazon influencer or Amazon live streaming, because they don't know. With that, once again, I like to say thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you soon. If you have any questions, be sure to leave a comment. Stay beautiful.